Hi everyone, this is Lizzie Freeman, and this lecture presentation is about your assessment. So I'm your module leader for psychology, and Dr. Emma Heron, is the module lead for politics, sociology, and ASS students. So hello, welcome, pleased to have you here, and do have a look at our other lectures. We've got 3 other presentation lectures for you this week, and one is from is this one, which is about your assessment. The next one you should watch is the one that says it's titled supports, or it's about our support package to you whilst you're on placement. And there's also another one from Bob Freeborn, the careers advisor, employability advisor, and he's talking about the benefits of your placement. So please have a look at these 3 lectures. They'll be in the Learning Materials tab of your Blackboard module in the Lectures folder, okay? So try and have a look at these before your workshop so that you can ask any questions to your tutor. But if you have any other questions outside the workshop time, obviously just email your module leader, myself, or Emma, if you've got any queries or anything. We're always here to listen and support you, so please do get in touch with us. So this session is about your assessment. Don't panic. It's a really good assessment. It's been designed to scaffold you and support you in developing your skills, in articulating yourself to employers. So understanding what skills you've developed, what you haven't developed, what your strengths and areas of development are. It's really encourages and supports you in being really clear about what your experience was, what the examples of your experience and skills are, and obviously the more you work on your assessment and refine it, the better the articulation is, the more sophisticated you are in communicating that, and then that puts you in a really good position when you're in job interviews to be able to talk about your experience meaningfully and sell yourself. That's what you have to do, is really sell yourself. Be really clear about what you can offer and why, and give examples and that are concrete and really good. So that's what this is all about, the placement and the assessment. Okay, so we have lots of ways to support you in delivering on your assessment. That includes workshop activities that are designed to help you tackle the assessment. It's also exemplar work that we have from previous students, and these are all available on the Blackboard site. For psychology, they're located in the Learning Materials, Learning and Support Materials tab on the Blackboard site, and you'll see it just below the lectures and the workshops. So have a look at these, get a sense of how they're written, what people have done. There's nothing in there that's perfect though, so you need to make it your own and really see how you can deliver on it. Okay. Also, look at the assessment criteria and the brief that's in the assessment tab of your Blackboard site, and really look at that. Start writing some notes and preparing yourself. And if you've got any questions, do ask your tutor or your module leader. We'll always answer your queries, so email us. And there'll also be an anonymous discussion board that we'll post up soon, so to look out for that. We'll announce when that's available. And we also provide you with an experience pack, which all aims to help build your evidence week by week and help you reflect, remind yourself of what tasks or activities or projects you've completed that week, and this all helps you deliver on the assessment, but it obviously also helps you reflect and grow yourself, which is it's just as important. So the assessment is largely based on your experience of the placement and your learning from it. Okay. It's important to remember that we are looking for you to tell us about what you did, how you got on, where the challenges were, and do so obviously in a sophisticated academic manner. So you do need to therefore bring in academic literature that will help bring depth to your writing, to your reflecting, and to your critique of your experience and the placement setting itself, okay? So do read, and ideally read whilst you're on placement, because some of your reading might enhance your placement experience as well. Okay, so yeah, read up in the area, weave this into your narrative, make it specific and in depth. Don't try and do too much reading and make it too thin. Focus in on what will really enhance your learning and enhance your assessment. You will naturally be reflecting on your work experience as you go through the weeks, and the placement experience pack will help you do that. So reflections, deep, honest, critical reflections about your experience and how you've dealt with the placement and interacted with people and delivered on tasks or not is really important. Honesty and clarity is really important here. So your work placement experience will add significantly to your employability credentials simply by just doing the placement itself. And Bob Freeborn's 15-minute presentation about the benefits of the placement is really good. So do look at that in the learning materials tab in the lectures briefings folder. Okay, so it's such a fantastic opportunity. You're getting credits for doing a placement, and obviously you're going to be getting excellent CV experience to put in there and to be able to talk to employers about. So take advantage and really get into the placement and get into the assessment as well. Most of our students have loved both the placement and the assessment because they are mutually beneficial and they can see how much they've grown over those weeks. So, task 1 is your presentation, and this will be done live, online, probably through Zoom, okay? It's 10 minutes, 10 slides, worth 30% of your module mark. And it will be an online live presentation, even if we are back on campus. So we want to be able to give you some consistency, so we're telling you that that's going to remain the same no matter what the situation. And you'll be delivering your presentation in a nice small supportive group. So it'll be about 6 to 8 people. So 6 to 8 peers and 1 member of staff. Okay. You may have an employer that will come in and observe as well, but that will depend, and we'll let you know about that. But it's a really nice small support group. Everybody will be wanting you to do well. Okay? And we'll be supporting you, preparing for presentations throughout our workshops. Okay? Particularly this one, we've got you doing a nice informal presentation for the first workshop, and then we'll be doing more practice as we go along. Okay? So do attend workshops, engage in them, do the prep work, and it will pay off big time in the end. And then task 2 is a portfolio, and this is done in a normal way. It's a written document that you submit on the Blackboard assessment portal. It's 3,000 words, worth 70% of the module mark. So in task 1, you need to cover what you did and where you did it. So very brief, just giving us a context. Then talk about honest challenges and achievements. Discuss 3 employability skills, and we provide you with a long list of these that you can choose from. And talk about how these have or potentially have not been developed and why, and how you take this forward, okay? We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for honesty and reflection and growth. So, that's what we need to know. We need to know what you did and how you grew and how you're going to grow further beyond this module. Okay? And then discuss how you did action planning during your placement. We'll talk about that more in future lectures. And throughout the presentation, use your academic literature to cover topics about graduate employability and reflective practice, and any discipline-related information. So, task 2, you need to have a brief description about what you did on placements. That's 150 words, that's just contextual. You'll have a detailed critique of your commercial awareness of the placement settings, that's 850 words, and we'll give you a lecture about commercial awareness, and that'll be given to you by Bob Freeborn, our employability advisor, and that'll be available to you at the beginning of next semester. And then we want a detailed and critical discussion of an aspect of your degree subject and its relationship to your placement. You can talk about this to us in our drop-ins. You can also talk to your DAPT or your GD tutor. It will be your DAPT or GD tutor that will be marking your actual portfolio. And then finally, a discussion of your employability and personal development. So that's 500 words. Okay, so do look at the exemplars of the portfolios that are on the Blackboard module site, and these are in the Learning Materials tab, like I've said. Okay, so task 1, the presentation will take place as a live online session on Tuesday the 13th of April, and I think it's between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. We'll confirm all the details nearer the time, but it's definitely happening on Tuesday the 13th of April. And then task 2 is portfolio, and that's submitted on Thursday the 29th of April, and the deadline for that is at 3 p.m. Like usual. Okay, so overall we are assessing you on your placement experience and your ability to communicate your ability to demonstrate academic rigor in that communication. Wherever you go on placement, we want you to tell us about it, and through these 2 tasks we want you to really show your growth and your understanding. Okay, and we're pushing you to really articulate sophisticatedly your placement experience so that you can transfer that into your job applications, your job interviews, and your CV. Okay, so share with us your challenges, share with us your achievements, tell us how you're connecting all this to your degree and how the sector is faring in these current times. Be aware, be critical, and through that you'll grow. Remember, this is level 5, it's 60 credit module, so we're expecting evidence of literature, critique, research and effort. And when we talk about evidence, we also want to see evidence of your work. So do refer to any reports you write or presentations or any documents that you create during your placement, and refer to them in your portfolio and include them in the appendix. Okay, and that can just be pictures of them, or it can be the original documents, but that's other evidence you can use to demonstrate what you've been doing. Okay, so thank you very much for listening. I hope this has been really useful. If you have any questions, then do ask your tutor in the workshops this week, but you can also email your module leaders, me, Elizabeth Freeman, or Emma Heron. Okay, so enjoy. Thank you.